a transmission out of a Lexus Rx350. This is a U660F. Transmission came in with some operational concerns. What we found, the Torrington bearing came apart. When it did, there's the race for the bearing. When it did, it actually wound up machining into this hub, and this hub actually came off of this planet carrier here. And so that would obviously necessitate replacement of the planet set, but this is where you have situations where rebuilding a transmission versus replacing a transmission. This particular transmission is going to be requiring replacement. Obviously we have the planetary carrier requirements here, but we also look like the pump itself. You can see the pump is chewed up. Any imperfection on the pump can create a hydraulic loss, especially when it gets hot. If it isn't outputting the proper amount of pressure, that'll create slippage and just damage the clutches as a subsequent result of having an insufficient operating pressure. So, but what really puts it over the edge, where the snap ring goes in, you can see there's pieces of material jammed in there. Okay, right here. This is actually, this aluminum here that's chewed up is actually part of the case. So because of that, this is going to require the case replaced because the snap ring land is damaged, and obviously this surface is damaged as well. So here you have a result of a bearing failure here. And if you look at this, look at these individual bearings. I don't know how well this will come up on camera, but the bearings themselves will start to become pitted until eventually they start to chew up the races, and then dimensionally they change, and then once they become pitted up like that, then you have a catastrophic bearing failure. So because of the extent of the parts requirements, here's the other piece. Here's the other piece of the case. Let me zoom back here. Here's the other piece of the case that actually got machined off as a result. So most of the time you're able to rebuild a transmission and save money compared to what a remanufactured option, replacement option would be. But in this particular case, because of the parts requirements, this is probably going to be one that gets replaced with a remanufactured unit.